Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Thanksgiving edition of my NFL picks. This is a special time of the year because Thanksgiving has reminded me of football for many, many years, especially my dad taught me back in the late 70s. When I think of Thanksgiving, this is what I think of this theme song right here. Anybody who's at least 35, 37 years old must remember this. The NFL on CBS. Brent Musburger, Irv Cross, and Phyllis George. Fantastic pregame show. Lasted half hour, not 3 hours like it does today. It's basically watered down, in my honest opinion. It just lasts too long, but I love this song. This is reminds me of the NFL right here. Okay, on to a couple things now with the Thanksgiving. I'm gonna have the Turkey Awards. I'm gonna give out two Turkey Awards. The first one is going to go to RG3. Reason being is RG3 a couple of weeks ago basically threw all of his teammates under the bus and he ran over them a couple times, which is absolutely horrific. He decides to say that, well, the great quarterbacks, uh, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, don't play well if their teammates don't play well. Okay, Mr. Griffin. You don't say that. Just say, I need to do better, I need to do a better job, I haven't lived up to my expectations, etc. Don't throw your team under the bus. You sound like a chooch. Um, Peyton Manning took big time blame when they played against the Patriots a few weeks back when they got blasted. He'd say, yep, I have to do better. I did a poor job and I really stunk. Said the same thing also when they were upset by the Rams. He didn't make excuses. He didn't say his line didn't play good. He didn't say his receivers, etc. Griffin, you need to grow up or you're never going to be a good quarterback in this league. Take a page from Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and all the greats in the game. Not by complaining and blaming everybody. All right, on to this week's picks. Tomorrow there's three games. First game is. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do a second Turkey Award. That is going to go to Jay Colonoscopy Kotla. The reason why I say that is Kotla always looks like he's miserable. And when I think of miserable, I think of having a colonoscopy. He has that look on his face. The helmet looks too big. He's scowling all the time. We know this as Bronco fans because he had that stupid look on his face since he played with the Broncos. Talented kid, but I don't know if he's ever going to grow up. I mean, this is what Jay looks like. Here's his Chicago Bears at, and it's down too far. It's like that with his helmet, and he doesn't look very good. So, anyways, Jay needs to grow up and be the quarterback that he's capable of being. Just smile a little bit. It is the NFL. Well, speaking of that game, the Bears are getting 6.5 points against the Lions. This is a very tough matchup because the Lions have looked like crap recently, only scoring 9 points last week against the Patriots, where they absolutely got their butts kicked, and 6 against Arizona. Chicago's played a little bit better, coming off a couple of wins over Minnesota and Tampa Bay. Getting 6.5. Remember, I think colonoscopy is going to have a good game. I picked the Bears to win this game outright, upset the Lions to get back to 6-6. They're going to win 24-21. Or if they don't win, at the very least, they're going to cover the line. I like that. Next one is Philadelphia going to Dallas, getting 3.5 points. Cowboys pulled one out last week at the Giants on Sunday night. What a unbelievable catch for the Giants, that Odell Beckham. Boy, he stuck his hand up like this. Unbelievable that he could make a catch like that. It's just completely unreal. Cowboys came back, though. Romo led them in the clutch. Romo's not a choker. He's a good quarterback. I mean, he's not Tom Brady. Not too many people are. But he's a good quarterback. Give the guy credit. There's way worse quarterbacks in the NFL than he is. One used to be Rex Grossman, the worst I think I've ever seen, etc. Okay, now let's go on to that game. I think the Cowboys will win and cover because they're going against Mark Sanchez, who I don't trust. Philly's a better team with Nick Foles playing. Unfortunately, it's the broken collarbone. I think Dallas will run the ball. Des Bryant, some Jason Witten, etc. Defense is okay at home. Cowboys 28, Philadelphia 23. And then the night game, which is a marquee matchup. Seattle is getting a half a point, traveling to San Francisco. Two teams who really don't like each other. They like to slug it out. They both like to run the football, play good defense. Um, I just think Seattle's been playing better recently. They look very good against Arizona last week. They smashed them and give up only one. They didn't score a lot, but they only gave up 3 points, won 19-3. San Francisco struggled against that awful Redskins team with RG3, 17-13, so not looking good. I think Seattle's better. Seattle wins the game. We'll keep it somewhat low scoring, 24-17. Now on to our team, my team for 30 years, the Broncos. Denver travels to Arrowhead, where I have tons of respect for games at Arrowhead. Just ask John Elway. I've said it before. 5 wins and 10 losses in there. Not an easy place to play. The Patriots, the last bad game they played was when they were in Arrowhead. Then they ripped off 7 wins in a row, etc. I think the Broncos are going to pull it out for 2 main reasons. First reason is the Chiefs have an awful passing game. The receivers have 0 touchdowns, and we are in week 12 now playing. Week 13. Sorry, teams have the bye week. No touchdowns by wide receivers. Demaryius Thomas had 3 last week by himself for the Broncos. I think that the Broncos also win because I believe they'll stop their running game, and I don't think Kansas City's going to have all the answers for them. Denver's going to win in a close affair, though. I think it's going to be 24-21. Casey will do a good job making the game somewhat close, very close. The Arrowhead respect factor is there, etc. Now on to some other games that may be of note. San Diego's getting 5.5 points at Baltimore. I think San Diego's a very good chance to win this game. I know Baltimore's 7-4, came off a nice win against the Saints on Monday night. The reason being is teams on Monday night, when they're on the road, when they go to their next game, having an less day to prepare, seem to struggle. That's like a trend over many, many years. And I think San Diego's a good team, not a great team. I think they're going to hang in there. I don't think they'll win, but I think they'll cover the number. Baltimore 27, San Diego 24. Okay, another one pits the Houston Texans at home over Tennessee. Houston's favored by 6.5. Ryan Mallett, their quarterback, got a torn pectoral muscle. Unfortunately, he's out for the season. He played pretty well in the 2 games that he started, but it's sad that guy gets hurt after a short start. I think the Texans are a much better team than the Titans are because J.J. Watt having a phenomenal season. I think they'll play very well in this game. Tennessee's shaky. They need to win to get back to 6-6 to have at least a fighting chance for the playoffs, not die completely. Houston will win. Got Andre Johnson, better defense, can run the ball. 24-10, because I think that Tennessee's just a bad team. Another game that's decent on the matchup. Buffalo's favored by 2.5 against the Cleveland Browns. Buffalo's 6-5, Cleveland 7-4. Cleveland before the season I picked to have a much better year than the past, that they were challenged for a playoff spot. I really believe that. Now they're at 7-4 and they're doing it. They have good defense. Josh Gordon came back. Hoyer's been shaky lately, but he's had a good season overall. He's clutch. He brought them back last week at Atlanta to win the game at the last play of the game. Even though the game's on the road, Buffalo went through a tough thing last week with the snowstorm, and they absolutely destroyed the Jets, who actually quit in that game, which was pathetic. At Ford Field, there's a home game for Buffalo. Very impressive win for them. I give Buffalo all the credit in the world. I think that, though, the Browns are a better team. They need to win to get to 8-4, which I think they should. The Browns win 23-20. Okay, now let's go to another matchup. The Giants travel Jacksonville. Giants that Beckham made that catch last week, but they're struggling still at 3-8. Jacksonville's pathetic, 1-10, like they've been the last few years. The Giants moved the ball very good against the Cowboys. Unfortunately, couldn't seal the deal. But I think they'll win against Jacksonville, and they're a slight favorite on the road. The Giants just have a better offense and just a better team. Giants 24, Jacksonville 14. Uh, Monday night game, Miami travels to the Jets. Miami's favored by 4.5. Miami was very, very good against the Broncos. Unfortunately for them, in the fourth quarter, they weren't able to stop Denver when it counted. They played a good game overall, hanging there with the Broncos. Impressed me very much. Tannehill looks like he's grown as a quarterback. He's done a much better job. With Mike Wallace, they can throw the ball down the field, etc. The Jets are just pathetic. They're going back to Geno Smith, which I think is the right move because Rex is going to get fired at the end of the year. And he's a good defensive coach. I take him as my defensive coordinator. I like the guy very much. That he's a clown with his mouth, but football X's and O's. He knows what he's talking about. I think Miami wins this game to get to 7-5, 28-21. All right, here's the game that we all are waiting for now. Possible game of the year. The Patriots travel to Green Bay. Two excellent teams that can get to the Super Bowl. I hope Denver gets there, but realistically, they're the best team right now. Whoever doesn't think that has been their eyes closed, is a puke homer or whatever. They're the best team right now until somebody stops them. Green Bay's awesome at home. They're phenomenal, scoring 40, 50 points with Rodgers. Looks unstoppable with Jordy Nelson, Cobb, Eddie Lacy, etc. Patriots, though, with Gronkowski, who's another world this year, he's having a phenomenal season. He has a chance to be the best tight end of all time if he stays healthy, and that's a fact. If you don't like him, tough. Deal with it. He's a great player. Give you credit. You don't have to like but respect him. Brady's one of the best of all time, etc. The main difference between these two teams is offenses are both great, etc. Defensively, Green Bay shaky. Patriots are playing very well defensively. They're getting 3.5 points. I think Vegas has this number all wrong. Patriots should be getting +1, +2, not 3.5. And I'm going to go with the Patriots to win the game because they're the better team. New England 34, Green Bay 27, etc. As a Bronco fan, I want Green Bay to win, but I'm going to tell you what I think's going to happen, not wish on a genie. Ooh, it's wish what happens. It doesn't work like that. Be honest, give your opinions, root for who you're going to root for, but don't be a puke homer and just close your eyes and hope Santa Claus is going to help you. That's not going to happen, etc. All right. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope everybody enjoys their holiday. We'll be back next week. Thank you.